Alright, so now this is going to be a quick test of the 70 to 200 lens for the Canon R3. It's an RF lens. I had at first the stability inside of the camera, electronic stability. I had it on enhanced. So what I want to do now is I want to try it on normal and see if that makes a difference as far as the image quality and get rid of some of that shakiness. So yesterday I kind of talked a little bit about the power system on this helicopter. So the 12 cell battery that you see here, that's red, we talked about it yesterday, that's actually only feeding the this monster motor. Okay, it's only feeding that monster motor. The electronics, as far as the servos, the receiver, and the tail servo that's under there, showed yesterday, that's all being fed by a separate battery that's going through a regulator. I've always ran my helicopters like that, and the reason why, I've always been afraid that if I'm just running the main pack, that big red pack, powering the motor, servos and everything, I've always been afraid that if I got a current draw, an excessive current draw from the motor, it would brown out the receiver or reduce the power to the receiver, and I would lose control of the helicopter, which could be very, very exciting would be the understatement. So that's why I've always ran a second battery on my helicopters, especially when you start getting into this size of 700 size. This is a pretty large helicopter, and it's no joke. And just for the safety, I run a separate pack, make sure it's just to run the electronics. So if there is a problem in the main red battery pack, it's not going to affect the control, because that's running a separate, smaller LiFi, or even sometimes a LiPo pack. But most of the time I run a LiFi 2-cell pack and power all the stuff separately, usually about 2200 milliamps, which is more than enough to handle any kind of surge that the servos may encounter and the receiver. So yeah, that is how I've actually set up my helicopters. It works for me, and I'm going to stick with it. So there you have it. Alright, so I'm going to download this and I'm going to see if it has made a difference. Okay? Bye-bye.